Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general tarot reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards. Use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here is the Queen of Cups. There is, perhaps there is an older female energy attached to you right now. I don't know if that is an ancestor or a spirit guide, but there's an activation of some very deep emotions for you right now. Yeah, and it feels like they're emotions of joy, of pleasure, of like fond memories. Let's put this into some context. That might not be, not for all of you anyway. It doesn't have to represent another person. I think that there is something that is giving you this really kind of deep, almost a euphoric kind of feeling. It's really a joyous experience with this card. Yeah. And I almost wonder if this is like whatever you're doing right now, whatever your life is, whatever your work is, if you're starting to perceive that this is going to be a lot better than you thought, like this just keeps, it feels good, but then it's like there's no end to how good this feels, right? That things just keep getting better, things keep feeling better, that this is like, it's happiness, but then, well, it's even more happiness, right? Let's see. Let's put some context around this. We've got that sun energy. This is illumination. This is activation. This is perception. Nothing is hidden. It's almost like that sun is shining way down deep into these waters, and you can see everything. Maybe you can see all of the possibilities, right? You can see past, present, and future when you shine this light within you, within your own heart, right? We got the Lover's card. Interesting. The Empress. That's very good energy. Two of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Yes, very nice. This, to me, this is like a dream come true, right? This is your dream life now manifested. And I wonder if the sun maybe is shining on this water, if it's almost like you're getting a taste of it, right? You're getting a sample of how good this is going to be, and then this really is the finished product, that's coming in the future. I think very soon. With this 2 up here, it feels like you're right on the cusp of this dream come true. I think you're getting a little taste of it right now. Here's the 3 of Cups too, talking about a sample or a tasting of it. And we've got the 3 of Cups, to me, kind of represents like the banquet, the 3 of... And maybe it's the marriage banquet. We've got the Lover's card. Lover's card doesn't always mean marriage, okay? Don't get scared. Got the... Oh, look at that. We've got Emperor and Empress. And we've got the Princess of Pentacles. So this is a lot of good cards here, I've got to say that. I think that there are a couple last-minute adjustments that you need to make to something. Okay? I think that it is this kind of banquet, this feast that's coming. This 10 of Pentacles really, 10 of Cups, is everybody at the banquet having an amazing time. This is like nobody's having a bad experience at all, right? Everything is like flawless. Everything is dream come true. It's just ideal. It's picture perfect, right? And this might be a career thing. Again, it might be your business. It might be a romantic thing or a family thing. It could be that you're literally like putting together some sort of event. Every expectation that you have, every like desire, every requirement, everything that you hoped, like it's kind of, we want to do something, we think, well, if I get like 9 out of 10, that'll be good, right? I want it to be generally everything's pretty fine. I know there's going to be some hiccups and some things that kind of go wrong here and there. The 10 of Cups is saying, no, it's flawless. Everything is going off without a hitch, so to speak. Yeah. And I feel like what's going on with the Sun and this Queen of Cups card right here in the middle, you're getting a taste of this. It's almost like before the big feast, you have to go and sample all the food, right? Make sure that you like it, make some last minute adjustments, and then it's really time to celebrate. That the party's going to happen, right? And maybe for some of you, it's a literal party, some sort of celebration. I don't know if there's a birthday or an anniversary coming up. But I think it's also just kind of symbolic, right? That our accomplishment is this celebration. Whatever it is that you're working on, whatever you are accomplishing, it's going to be flawless. The celebration, the feelings of it, your experience of it, is going to be just magnificent, right? It's interesting with the major arcana cards here. Before we get into this, let's select the mystery card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We are just going to set it down over here. We're going to put Tiny Bob Ross right on top. Happy little Bob. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but, we'll tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If you have a prediction, if you think you know what that card is or you have a hunch, put it down in the comments, right? Let's make it a group exercise, right, in intuition. First, though, let's take a look. Major. Good, really good major arcana cards. It's kind of like your dreams, your goals, your desires, your wishes, your fantasies, your ultimate purpose for all of this is coming together with the execution of this, right? This is all the planning, the dream. This is everything behind it. This is the desire for it. And then this is actually the execution of your plans, right? This is where you kind of dreamed up the plans and you have these fantasies. And this is it really actually happening and you're executing this plan, right? Your dream and the execution of it are marrying together under this solar energy. And I think everything is coming off without a hitch. Now, again, maybe this literally is a wedding or some sort of a union that's being celebrated. I kind of feel maybe it's an anniversary. But it feels like it's a big event, a big event. And I think there are just some last minute adjustments that you need to make. And that's what I feel like the Sun and the Queen of Cups is doing here. Now, maybe this is some kind of an awards ceremony. Maybe you're being recognized for something. But I feel like it's probably more symbolic than that, right? I think the Empress is back here to say that you have had this kind of ideal life, your kind of fantasy life, your dream life, in your wildest dreams, what did you want out of your time here on Earth, I feel like this is actually, through your efforts, this is becoming a reality. Yeah. I think, especially considering the last, the last few readings that we've had for you, I feel like this is literally true. And I think that we're really getting a very fundamental look at your life right now. This dream and the execution of your dream, marrying them together, we're producing joy, we're producing a future, right? We're producing some sort of physical result from this. We could look at this as, a mom and a dad and a child. We don't have to look at it that way. It's not necessarily a romantic thing. This could be something to do with your parents, though, too, celebrating them, celebrating their anniversary. Something like that might be going on. I'm getting a connection to Northern Africa for you. I don't know why. If it maybe Egypt or something. I don't know what the connection is there for you. If maybe that's where some of your ancestors are from, or if that's kind of where like a dream vacation or something that you always kind of wanted to do. Maybe you're planning on traveling. Maybe this celebration that I'm feeling is really more about travel. Yeah, for some of you, I think it might be. I'm also getting the feeling, Spirit showing me a kind of throbbing pain in your knee. I think it would be your left knee. I don't know what that is about. Are you overdoing it? Are you overworking yourself a little bit? Maybe there's some indication here with the Eight of Pentacles that you do need to slow down, take care of yourself a little bit. Okay. Let's talk about the Lover's card down here at the bottom. Doesn't have to be romantic, doesn't have to be literally a wedding, okay? Maybe it is. Maybe you are responsible for putting together a wedding, either for yourself or for someone else, okay? This is really the commitment that you've made. This is the choice that you have made to do this thing. And it feels like this is your purpose. This is something that you care intimately about doing. Yeah, this is something that you hope and pray that this comes off without a hitch. You want this to be absolutely perfect, right? Well, it is. It will be. It's going to be. You have to have the confidence. The Emperor over here is in this position of the obstacle, the kind of difficulty, right? And I think it's maybe sometimes difficult for you to not to take the lead so much, but as to remember that you are leading others. And what I mean by that is that you're the type of emperor, and I think we've been getting the Emperor a lot in your reads, but the Emperor is the one that kind of, for you anyway, right now, you try to do everything yourself, right? You're the leader. Yeah, you're in charge. You're the boss. This is your plan. This is your gig. But we forget that we're supposed to be leading others, not doing everything ourselves, right? And so I'm also noticing that there's no swords cards here. So I feel like you need to kind of communicate with the people that are supposed to be helping you. Because I kind of think that, like, this is a big event and you say, okay, everybody, we're going to do it. Ready? Let's go. And then you run off and you start doing what you need to do. And maybe you're trying to, like, really do everything. And those people that are supposed to be helping are just like, they didn't give us any instruction. I don't know what to do, right? So don't forget to communicate what you need from others in order to make this thing work, whether it's a wedding, some event or ceremony, whether it's just your job, whether it's your career, your business, whether it is, whatever it might be, running a household, right? Whatever it could be, you need to make sure that you communicate with those people that are supposed to be helping you, because you're supposed to be leading them, right? So that this card's very important. And it reflects down into this Eight of Pentacles too. We need to be careful. We need to be, we need to go slow. We need to not try to do everything ourselves. We're responsible for the big picture, but here we are kind of looking at every single detail. The Eight of Pentacles sometimes is us getting so involved in the minutia, in the little details, that we forget that we've got this bigger picture that we're responsible for. So we get so into our little work that we're doing, whatever the detail work that we are doing, and we forget that there's all this other stuff that needs our attention too. So the Two of Pentacles is really you going from department to department, from, you know, whatever, section to section, checking on everything. Not just sitting here focused on that little tiny detail that you're trying to fix. No, you've got to go everywhere and check in with everything. Okay, that's your job here, right? But as far as the Sun and this Queen of Cups goes, I feel like you're really getting, there's a moment where you really realize how delicious this is going to be. You know, because the sunlight is shining right down to the depths of this thing, and you're getting a taste of it. You're getting this kind of realization, this clarity on just how good it's going to be. You can see all the way down to the bottom, and it just keeps going and going and going. Like this is going to exceed all of your expectations. Yeah. This is going to be so much better than you ever thought it would be. So I feel like this is maybe not a little taste. Maybe it's a big taste. Maybe this is really the realization that, you know, this is extraordinary. This is amazing. It really does. It feels marvelous. And I think that it is more than you dreamed of, right? This is kind of the ideal. The Empress is like, this is the greatest thing. If there was no limitations in an absolutely perfect world, if there were no restrictions at all, no restraints, this is what you would make. This is what you would produce, right? It's kind of like when you hear interviews with, I don't know, the like movie producers or television show producers, and they say, well, this is what we were able to do with the budget that we had. We had time constraints, we had budget constraints, and this is what we produced. Could you imagine the kind of film or television show that they would produce if there were no time constraints, if there were no budget constraints? What kind of an epic masterpiece some of these like producers or directors or whatever would create. I feel that's kind of what's going on with you, is that there is this kind of this realization almost that there are no restrictions on you. So I don't know if it's something to do with the financial stuff or the timing stuff, or if it even has anything to do with money. I don't know. I feel like there's really no limit. You know, there's no bottom to this well, this lake. It's infinitely deep. And so this 10 of Cups can be literally a perfect reflection of that Empress. You see what I mean? And I'm just really curious what exactly it is that you're doing. But I feel like they're going to be able to see it from space. You know what I mean? It's going to be that big. But don't forget the work and the responsibilities that you have to still participate in. Okay? We get so wrapped up here, we start looking at our own reflection in this, and we're kind of like Narcissus, right? We don't realize that it's going to be bad for us if we just stay here. So you take a little taste, but then we got to get back to work. Okay? You've got to focus on those things that need adjustments, those people that we need a little bit of air energy. You have to communicate with your people on this one. Okay? I guess we should go to the path of the serpent now. And as we do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it really does help out the channel. I appreciate that. Leave a comment for me. Let me know how you're doing with this. And if you want to share anything about it, please do, because I'm really curious now. The Three of Cups here, this is you understanding the process of change, the process of creation on the emotional spiritual plane. So you know how to throw a party, right? You know what has to happen in order for this 10 of Cups to be a reflection of that Empress energy, right? But just because you know what needs to be done and how to do it, that's not the same as doing it. This is doing it, right? And so thankfully we have these very successful, practical, manifesting cards, fire to earth, right? So we're not getting stuck looking down to the depths of this pool. We're remembering that, hey, we've got a job to do. If we want this to be perfect, absolutely flawless, and then some, we've got to be that emperor, and we're marrying ourselves to our ideal, right? And if you do that, and if you keep your dream close to your heart, and you are the executive here, you can really manifest this. And the Princess of Pentacles is that infinite manifestation. This can be as big, as long, as great, as grand a masterpiece as you want it to be. There's no limit to how this thing can come together. The only limit is kind of the energy that you put into it, right? And I think that you've been kind of going pretty hard with it, and I do feel that kind of that knee or leg pain for you. So it's kind of an idea of like, you've got to take care of yourself. You've got to communicate and tell others what you need, because you are supposed to be leading. They're supposed to be helping, right? You can't do everything yourself. That's a big message here. The Princess of Pentacles, like I said, is the infinite manifestation of this. There is no limit to what you're going to accomplish here. And it really does feel like it's this extravagant, like banquet or ball or ceremony or feast of some kind. But I think that's I think that's a metaphor. I don't know what it is that you're doing. But it's going to be great. I know it. It is. Let's look at the mystery card now. Yeah. Also, Spirit's telling me to ask about the fan. Are you still sleeping with the fan on? I feel like you need that kind of. I don't think it's for the air. I think it's for the white noise. Or maybe you have like a sound machine. I feel like it's something spinning while you're sleeping, yeah? And I think it's that kind of sound that helps you to get a good night's rest. If you are not doing that, get a sound machine. There's an app on your phone or something. You can get that white noise. I feel like you need a good night's sleep because I feel like this is so... It's stress, yes, but it's like excitement. It's like you don't want to sleep. You can't wait to keep working on this. You need your rest, okay? You definitely need your rest. Also, who's the gamer? Do you do online games or something? I don't know what it is, but you got the headphones on and you got like I don't know, some sort of gaming thing you got set up there, or someone in your life does anyway. Mystery card. Let's see what Tiny Bob Ross has for us. Okay, let's see. I think we need the air, right? I think maybe a little bit of air is going to be good, and that could be, I think, an ace or a 6 of swords would be wonderful right now. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Is your phone screen broken? I feel like you broke your phone. I don't know if it's just the screen or if the whole thing doesn't work. I wonder if that's kind of an excuse for the poor communication, or if that has something to do with, I don't know, something that needs to be fixed on your phone. It feels like the screen's cracked or something like that, yeah. Anyway, mystery card, swords. Let's check it out. 6 of swords, yeah, perfect. This is that kind of communication that we need. This is us really bringing everybody together. You're the mastermind. You know, you're the one that is kind of coordinating everything. You're not doing everything yourself. You're coordinating others. You got to hire the caterer. You've got to sample all the food. That's the best part, right? You've got to make all the phone calls and write all the checks and do all this kind of stuff. You're not the one down there really like painting the small little figurines. Which, is that a thing? Do you paint little figures or something? Spirit's showing me like literally like this little tiny paintbrush and like painting little people or like little models of something. I don't know. 6 of swords, very good energy. This is, we're riding on this ocean of water, of feelings, of love, of passion, of purpose, but we got to be smart. We're taking our swords with us. We know how to communicate, and you have to be that emperor, right? If somebody's not doing their job, you say, hey, get to it, or, 86, because this is your feast. This is your event, right? So perfect confirmation card. Work on the communication. Make sure that you get proper rest too. Okay. Now we're going to do an extended reading. If you would like to stick around for that, click on the link that's up here in the corner, or there is one down in the video description. New readings for Sagittarius Wednesdays and Sundays. But I'm here every day. Just come on back, see me again tomorrow, okay? If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Oh, who's the celebrity? Spirit's telling me to ask about the celebrity. Are you a celebrity? Did you meet a celebrity? Is there some sort of a joke with a celebrity? Like you met them, but you didn't know they were a celebrity and it was kind of awkward, right? They kind of had to tell you who they were, or your friend told you who they were, and it was a weird moment, right? That's kind of funny. Anyway, I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.